Alerts, overnight news, plus weather and traffic every 10 minutes. This is CBS 47 on your side this morning.
Good Tuesday morning. I'm Zara Arboleta. Let's go straight to our top story now. Campaign 2012. It's down to business in Charlotte. Delegates at the Democratic National Convention will vote on a party platform, and First Lady Michelle Obama will take the stage. Sandra Endo is live in Charlotte this morning with an update. Sandra?
Democrats are getting down to business today, and there are two key voting groups they're targeting here on day one. The convention officially begins in Charlotte today, and tonight, Democrats will put forth what may be their most popular asset, the First Lady. San Antonio Mayor Julian Castro will also take center stage tonight. It'll be the first time a Latino delivers the keynote address, an effort to reach out to the key demographic President Obama will need in his reelection.
Under any score, immigration, education, health care, and any number of issues, he has been a very effective advocate for the community, for the Latino community.
The most important goal for the party is to outline the next 4 years ahead, and the president will make the case Americans are better off now than 4 years ago.
On Thursday night, I'm going to offer you what I believe is a better path forward, a path that's going to grow this economy and create more good jobs and strengthen the middle class.
Vice President Biden arrives in Charlotte today. He spent Labor Day in Detroit, making the case for another 4 years.
You want to know whether we're better off? I got a little bumper sticker for you. Osama bin Laden is dead and General Motors is alive.
Now tonight, the First Lady is expected to talk about what drives the president every day, and party leaders say she's also a good surrogate to rally women voters, and also she has the majority of approval from voters nationwide. Live in Charlotte, I'm Sandra Endo. Back to you.
This morning in Louisiana, almost 3,000 people still in shelters following Hurricane Isaac. Tens of thousands also don't have power in Gulf states. President Obama visited the region yesterday. He promised the federal government would provide as much help as it could as quickly as possible. New this morning, that wildfire in the mountains outside Los Angeles now approaching 5,000 acres. It is only 5% contained and all campgrounds are closed. Some good news this morning, though. The flames are moving deeper into the San Gabriel Mountains and away from communities. But that does mean it's now in some tougher terrain.
It makes really every aspect of the firefight more difficult. It's difficult to move personnel and equipment into the fire area, a lot of windy canyon roads.
East of Porterville this morning in the Sequoia National Forest, the Slides fire is halfway contained with almost 300 acres burned there. Here's a live look at your Fresno Skyview camera. Jenny joins us now with your first look at the forecast. Welcome back from the holiday. Lots of people heading back to work and school today.
That's right. Back to work and school. Temperatures back to the hot range as well, back to the triple digits. And we do have a chance of thunderstorms. Let's take a look at our live pinpoint Doppler, show you what's going on. And you can see that line of storms stretching through Bakersfield into the mountains a little further south of our area. Expecting those to clear out after this morning. And you can see we are dry in the Sierra, so our mountains are doing okay so far. Expecting another round of storms starting tomorrow night, but these should die out for us for the rest of the day. In terms of our temperatures overnight, we stayed pretty warm in Fresno right now. We are still at 68 degrees. We're in the upper 50s down in Hanford, low 60s in the South Valley and to the north as well, 66 in Los Banos right now. But temperatures compared to this time yesterday up 1 to 6 degrees, and that means we'll see 100 for your high today. So 70s throughout much of the morning, 80s by 10 o'clock, 90s hot by noon with 100 for your high in Fresno. We'll check out the rest of your forecast in a couple of minutes.
I'm not angry with him, but I just wish there were some people to look out for him.
The girlfriend of a Fresno State fraternity pledge who died after a night of drinking shares her frustration. CBS 47's Kathleen has more on that and the police investigation.
It just kills me because I feel like it could have just so easily been prevented.
Philip Dannon's girlfriend still can't believe he's gone, her high school sweetheart who was prom king to her prom queen, and all apparently because of a night of drinking. She learned that Philip drank 2 bottles of rum Friday night at Theta Chi fraternity. According to police, someone in the fraternity put Philip in the so-called sober-up room. Later, when a person checked on him, he was unconscious, so they called 911.
I'm not angry with him, but I just wish there were some people to look out for him. Like, I wish I was there to keep him from doing anything that would hurt his family or him.
Fresno police are investigating what happened that night at the fraternity.
We have a young man that has lost his life, and we take that very, very seriously.
Police Chief Jerry Dyer says his detectives are talking to the people who were at Theta Chi. It appears there were around 30 people at the house.
We are looking at primarily who furnished the alcohol, what happened during the time that they consumed the alcohol, what was said to the pledges, the level of care that was provided.
That will determine what criminal charges are filed. His officers seized several bottles of hard alcohol. They did not find any evidence of drugs. Zoe Tucker is left with memories and pictures and Philip's class ring and so many questions. Why her good friend couldn't stay with her in life a little longer. Catherine Herr, CBS 47, on your side.
A vigil for Philip Dannens will take place tonight at the Free Speech area on the Fresno State campus. It'll start at 8:45. This morning, a parolee is back in jail after a car chase near Blackstone and Herndon. When officers tried to pull him over last night, he sped along a frontage road down Herndon, then crashed into a dumpster enclosure. He has minor injuries. And another chase ends with a high-powered assault rifle off the streets. Police spotted an SUV possibly connected to another crime and tried to pull it over. After a chase, the suspects ditched it near Fresno City College and ran off, but they were later caught and arrested. The rifle found in the SUV. We hope to get some answers in the day ahead about some bizarre notices put up at a Fresno apartment complex. They're up at the Arbor Place near Cedar and Barstow and say that management will no longer accept applications from African Americans. Fresno police were called out there yesterday because several door locks and gates were vandalized with glue. They do believe it's the same glue used to hang the posters and think this might be retaliation for a recent eviction. Management has not been available for comment, and some residents are pretty upset.
I personally don't feel like it should be tolerated, but I don't know who did it or why it happened.
We hope to have updates on later editions of CBS 47 News. New this morning, here's something you don't hear every day. 2 men arrested for DUI in the same car. Witnesses reported 2 guys driving erratically near Shields and 41. When police spotted them, they apparently watched the 2 trade places in the car at a stoplight. When they were finally pulled over near Peach and North, both men failed breathalyzers. Both got booked for DUI. Police have not released their names or mugshots yet. 5:07, 66 degrees. Coming up, a news interview turns into a peep show. Things get a little X-rated in Arkansas. A controversial new book by a former Navy SEAL hits stores today, while the author faces some serious allegations.
It looks like auto sales are revving up, and a popular toy is enjoying a new block of business. I'm Manuel Gallegos. The details are coming up in your Money Watch report.
But first, here's a live look at your Fresno Skyview camera. Jenny's up next with Pinpoint Weather.